What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm still in the process of moving right now, and tomorrow's video will be a riding video. I absolutely promise that. It'll be with this product on my bike, giving my first initial impressions. And I bought these with my own hard-earned cash, and it wasn't the most pleasant buying experience. We'll be talking about that here, you know, in the middle of this video to give you guys a better representation of what I had to go through, and I'm hoping you wouldn't have to go through if you do plan on buying these. And if you do plan on buying these, I'm going to give you guys an alternative area to buy these from instead of going through what I just went through, because it was absolutely insane and these were expensive as hell. So at the end of the day, this is for you. And speaking of that, this video would not be possible if it wasn't for today's video sponsor. Before we go any further, I want to talk about today's video sponsor. This video would not be possible if it was not for Phantom Wallet sponsoring today's video, hence the name. Fans open all your cards. Really durable design. This one's the aluminum one. They also offer it in plastic. All the accessories screw on, as you see there, all these little screw holes. Right now I'm running silicone band. I usually run the money clip because it gives you a lot of color accessories. They also offer a clear plastic front for holding IDs, as well as fanning out your keys. I'll display them here on the screen. If you're interested in any of these products, especially their newest one, it's going to be coming out really soon with MagSafe technology, be able to connect it to your iPhone. Click link in the description below. Use Fede 10 at checkout. And big shout out to Phantom Wallet for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. And we're back. So the product fits in this little box right here, and it says it weighs 1 pound 6 ounces in the box. So I don't have a scale. I'm not gonna be doing a comparison, kind of comparing these cranks to the set of profile cranks. Since I ride for Profile, I represent them. I will be doing a weight comparison as well as an overall feel, a whole very in-depth comparison with these cranks. I spent a lot of money on these, like I said, and I want you guys to get a thorough review of what to expect. So let's open this box up and kind of see if what I ordered is inside, because this is sealed. Have not opened it. Very exciting. I mean, I waited 3 months for these, so this better be what I expected, especially after I spent 500 and some change on it. Over $500 on these cranks. So here we go. Here we go. I'm not even gonna look at it yet. Shut the knife. Give you guys the first look at what I ordered. Empty box. It is what I ordered. Very surprising. Super light. So, cranks come packaged as is right here. Nifty little way you can kind of put that in there. This is all one piece here. Let's open up this crank arm first. So these are the RNC super light cranks. I ordered them as soon as I saw them pop up. I was like, oh, those look like they'd be a cool crank to run. I've never ran anything other than Profile for forever. And when it comes down to it, I wanted to switch it out and try something new. And man, my gosh, these things are so light. This will be the first time I'll be changing it up. And we're gonna start with the first crank arm, and you can already see why they call it the super light. It is a full see-through cutout. These triangles are supposed to be more for strength. So the previous set of cranks that they have that I see on the website, they only have one side that's cut out. A lot of people run those. I want to say this is probably the first set that you'll see online, as well as the first video you'll see online, because I bought these, like I said, back in June 20th. And like I said, we're gonna talk more about my buying experience as we get further in the video, but my gosh, they are so light. I'm really curious to see what it's gonna be like to run a flat edge crank arm. I want to see how that is for crank arm grinds, as well as I mean, the length is what I want, but oh yeah, this is right-hand drive. They only make them in right-hand drive, and I'm a left-hand drive rider, but I got a way around that. So when you see the installation video on how I fix that up, you'll see exactly what I did there. My gosh, these things are so light. So these are 170 millimeter, 48 spline, and 22 millimeter spindle. So this is exactly what I ordered when it comes to the crank. So far, at least they got that part right. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the specs right here. I'm going to give you some nice close-up angles. So these crank arms are machined from a solid bar of 6AL-4V titanium with no welds, making them pretty much the strongest cranks out there and the most stiff cranks you could possibly have. Now this has a heat-treated titanium spindle, which it says here that it makes it 35% stronger than a normal titanium spindle. Now the 48 spline that you see on here is actually a spline drive sprocket setup that I ended up ordering too. So I'll have no bosses on here to be able to bolt any sprocket. All the sprockets I've ever run have actually been spline drive only. The titanium flush bolts come with this setup, and this is right-hand drive only, like I said. Now the website is stating that these cranks are 18.6 ounces, and that is with the spline drive, like I said, 22 millimeter spindle, as well as the 175 length, but I'm running 170. So That might be just a hair bit lighter. But yeah, these things are very, very well machined. These do come with titanium bolts, and they're very, very light as well. These don't come in any other colors at the moment other than this raw you see here, but I could try the heat method. And I do know somebody that can pretty much anodize this and make it any color I want. So that might be something I do here in the near future. These things look absolutely amazing. The engineering, the whole product together looks awesome. I cannot wait to get them on the bike to try them out. Now we're going to get to the nitty and gritty now. Ryan Fisk, if you're watching this, the owner of RNC, there is no animosity. If you want to comment below and kind of explain yourself, that's completely fine. It just is what it is. I spent over $500 on a product. I think I expected a bit more in return when it came to the buying experience. Definitely wasn't anything to tout, but I do already want to push people to buy this product, not from RNC, if you do want to buy these cranks, but if you buy them from Albi's mail order. And I'm not trying to come across as mean, but I think that you guys have the right to know that when you buy something, especially something this expensive, you should expect some type of communication in return. And even if it's not communication, me being somebody that owns a business, somebody that is appreciative of, people buying my products, I go out of my way to let them know how appreciative I am of them buying the products. I send them emails, I follow up with them, how do they like the product? And I don't want to say that's what I expect, but I feel like being a business owner and knowing other business owners that kind of do the same thing, I was a little blown away when the communication was little to none. But at the end of the day, do not buy these from RNC and expect some type of great buying experience in the messages below. I don't even know Ryan, not that I know of. I might have met him over the years. I don't know him personally, so I don't know if there's any animosity or hatred towards me. But yeah, here's the messages right here. And I was pretty straightforward, just trying to be kind. I didn't ask for any product. I didn't say that I was doing a YouTube review, didn't say any of that stuff. And this is the reaction I got. And some people just say it's just a common reaction, that people just interact that way, just one single word, or don't respond for days, or just give you straight facts off of a website. Because as you see here on the screen, I'm going to scroll through slow, as you see, and you could pause at any time and read the whole conversation. But I mean, I'm being transparent as I possibly can right now by showing you guys this and showing you how I was in the conversation. This is exactly how I was. I didn't ask for anything for free. Didn't ask for any cranks. Didn't ask for shipping. All I asked for was an roundabout date. I mean, one of the things that bothered me as I was going through the conversation was when I asked what the turnaround would be, he said 2 to 4 weeks as stated on the website. That's literally the most words that he said the entire conversation. And I was just trying to be appreciative and show my support, even saying that I'm always down to support. Like, I spent over $500 on your product. That's me showing my support. I wasn't looking for anything for free, no handout, nothing. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that had this buying experience. And if I am, then it must just be targeted towards me. And I don't really know Ryan, at least not that I know of. And as you scroll through the conversation here and you look, I say, hey, it's been like 8 weeks. And as you said, on your website, you said 2 to 4 weeks. And he's like, oh, I said that like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, no, I mean, look at the dates on the conversation. Like, I'm not lying. Like, if you look at the dates on when things are responded, you'll see that 2 to 4 weeks is sorry, pardon my language, but bullshit. I mean, you state 2 to 4 weeks on your website, and it took you just about 3 months. Like, going to the end of my conversation now, of like, I'll let it scroll real slow so you can pause it and read every little bit. I'm not going to read it out to you. You guys can read. But as you scroll through, you'll see that I got to the very end, like at the last day, and I told myself, I was like, I'm going to wait 24 hours for him to respond. And if he doesn't respond, then I'm going to contact my credit card company and get him to issue me a refund if he doesn't choose to refund me my money. Because 3 months after you state on the website, 2 to 4 weeks is a bit of a fib. And I feel like you should contact your customers and let them know, hey, sorry for the longer wait time. My apologies. Is there anything I can do for you? Because me being a business owner, selling product, I reach out to the customers even after they buy the product. Hey, how have you liked the product so far? Is it something you've really enjoyed? Is there anything I can change? Those are things that I do. And I know other businesses do the same thing. I actually put out an Instagram poll, not really a poll, but like a post asking people this question you see here on the screen. and then for them to list out their brands and their websites, which I'm going to list all of their stuff. So if any of you guys want to support these companies, support them, because I absolutely love companies and people that take a lot of pride in their company. So I did this on Facebook and Instagram, got different reactions, and I didn't let anybody know what this was about, or even that I was even going to promote them, but I think they deserve the promotion. But anyway, long story short, like I said, no animosity or any type of anger really towards RNC or Ryan Fisk. Like I said, I don't personally know Ryan Fisk. I'm just going over my buying experience. I am just one person, and I'm sure other people have this similar buying experience. I actually reached out to somebody that has a set of the cranks, and they said like, oh yeah, he's been pretty busy. I'm like, cool. But like, that's something that you should tell your customers, hey, I'm really slammed. I've got this going on. Like, you don't just leave people hanging. I'm going to prove that I bought these, by the way, just in case anybody doesn't believe me. Right here on the screen is my receipt. Shows when I bought them, shows how much I spent on them, and how much the tax was. That's absolutely insane. So with that being said, I hope these things are worth it. I mean, right now, in my opinion, just from the buying experience, they're not worth it. But I'm going to put them on my bike, and I'll be giving my better judgment on that. So anyway, that is the new RNC Super Light cranks and my buying experience. These cranks are absolutely amazing. The buying experience is absolutely terrible. If you guys do want to buy these, you know what you should do? You should hit up Albie's BMX and get them to order them for you. And I'm pretty sure Flip from Albie's would absolutely love having a conversation with you. Actually, I know it for a fact because he commented right here. This is the owner of Albie's. He'll let you know when your cranks are in, when you order them, and he wants to make sure that you feel like you're in a community and a family in BMX. So with that being said, I support Albie's BMX. I think you guys should go check them out for all of your parts, everything you absolutely need. And I'm going to get these things on my bike. So with that being said, you guys should go check out today's sponsor, today's video, because they're the ones that made this absolutely possible because they support my channel just like you guys do. If you guys have any other suggestions for future videos, put them in the comments below. I have a ton of videos in the works this week, pretty much done. All the stuff I need to do here in the house, and I got a lot of products to unbox, review, skate park sessions I got to get to with some other riders, so I'm really, really pumped to be doing all that. And with that being said, if you guys like this video, drop a like. If you love it, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, like I said, there's no animosity. It's just my buying experience, guys. Later.